Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Amirah Aqilah binti Adnan. My metric number is 1913554. Today, our group will be presenting about time management. So, what is time management? According to Cambridge Dictionary, time management is the practice of using the time effectively. Effective time management here means getting more of the important work done in a day. And there must be several different ways to effectively use the time, which will be explained detailed by other group members. Nowadays, people tend to complain that they do not have sufficient time in their lives, and that makes them fail in many things. I think the reason many of us feel stressed in our daily life is because we fail to plan. And we know that if we fail to plan, we actually plan to fail. Of course, since we have many things to do in a shorter period of time, makes us feel like we didn't have enough time to finish everything. Prophet Muhammad SAW said that there are two blessings which many people waste, which are health and free time. Many of us use our free time to watch television and scrolling on social media instead of doing something that is more beneficial, such as going to the masjid to listen to some lecture, or to attend the lessons from the ulama, or learn about the Quran more deeply, or perhaps learn something that may not directly be connected to the religion, but able to benefit us, like seeking for different field of knowledge. As a Muslim, we should never take the issue of time for granted. We must spend every single second given to us to fulfill our purpose in life in terms of worshipping Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Allah says in Surah Az-Zariyat verse 56 to 58, I have only created the jinn and mankind except to worship me. I do not want from them any sustenance, and I do not want from them that they feed me. Indeed, Allah is the provider, the possessor of power and strength. From this verse, we can say that we should utilize our time to perform our duty as a servant and also Khalifah for the sake of Allah. Time, when it comes to us, it will definitely come to an end. So use it. So whilst we have it, use it wisely and in the best possible way. So that's all from me, and I'll pass to the next group member. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.
Wise people usually have good time management as they are thoughtful to strategize their life properly. Having good time management is not as easy as pie, but having it helps us to work smarter and wiser instead of harder at most of the time. There are many causes which make people have a good time management. People who are having clear goals always manage to schedule their time accurately as they know their own targets. They are able to see a big picture of every plan when they have listed the goals. It is easier for them to know which tasks have to give priority. Successful people with a good time management usually have set their long and short term goals. They realize that it is crucial to have goals in life as it can be as a guidance in driving our life journey. With goals, they could arrange their time according to how important the tasks are and able to finish them at the right time without rushing. Secondly, people with high motivation will have a good time management. Highly motivated people will always have their own stance, such as they aim to finish at least 2 tasks in a day, they prioritize quality more than quantity, or they will not stop until their works are all complete. Their spirit to accomplish the task leads them to arrange their time perfectly. Motivation is very important for everyone as they will be eager and ambitious to do something and get to avoid procrastination. Roy T. Bennett once said, "It is only after you have stepped outside your comfort zone that you begin to change, grow, and transform." Staying in a comfort zone will not let us be a better person. Those who have a good time management started with a new arrangement of life. If before they were always failed to finish their work on time, now their motivation brings them to a new plan where they aim to change their style of managing time. On the other hand, problems with time management usually arise when people fail to plan and use their time accordingly. Poor time management will make someone fail in their life as they could not properly guide their life schedule. There are many causes of poor time management. One of them is their lack of discipline. Discipline is an important element we need in our life to be a successful person, especially when we are managing our time. Procrastinators usually have less discipline and non-compliance towards their time. They know what they should do and when they should complete their tasks. They just do not feel like doing so. They prefer to waste their time with unnecessary activities, especially spending most of their time with their gadgets, and sleep for hours. Even when they have created a schedule and planned properly, they still struggle with time. A proper and well plan will not work at all if they still are undisciplined with their time, as a plan was designed to be obeyed. Besides, poor planning skills also can cause poor time management. Some people have tried to design a proper schedule and followed it accordingly. Unfortunately, they are still rushing with their time and could not complete all their tasks perfectly. Those who do not have skills in planning are not able to see a big picture of everything they have to do. They are capable of listing all tasks, but they fail to set which they should prioritize. They could not allocate their time by how urgent and important the tasks are. If we are bad at estimating time, we tend to schedule our time in a wrong arrangement. But some tasks have to be finished at the last minute. They could not anticipate how much they need to complete a task, which will leave them rushing with their own schedule.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Afifah Suhaila and my matrix number is 1915516. Okay, so for my part, I will explain about the effect of good time management and also poor time management. So let's go to the good time management first. Okay, so actually timing is a very important key for someone to be successful. Why? Because if a person know how to handle his time properly, even though he is overloaded with so many tasks, with upcoming deadlines or over pressure because of the works that have been piled up. But with good time management and also planning, the person can actually complete the task given within the deadline and with also good quality. And by that, a person will know their own progression, and actually by experiences, people will learn what is the mistakes and what place are they standing exactly, so they can move forward from time to time. And the other one is a person who practice good time management, they can encounter great opportunities. Why? Because over the times, people recognize their ability and their quality in their life, and also the inner self, which is good characteristic in their own self, will motivate the other person to also strive their best to get the best achievement they could achieve in their life. And if we look at the bigger picture, with many people with these characteristics, we can achieve a greater country with an outstanding people, and also to bring them to our region. Meanwhile, it is very unfortunate for people who practice poor time management. They will develop incompetence in quality of work done. because usually this person they like to complete their task at 0 hour, which is last minute, and then they will have no time to recheck their work. So of course the quality of their work completed it is not very good, even though the person can complete it at on time, but still the quality is not the same as the person who already prepared from the very start. And if you look at, if I give you an example, for example, an accountant, he is responsible for the company for the workers' salary, but he likes to do his work at at last minute. And then if he do his work at last minute, there could be a possibility the workers at the company get their salary late, or they can receive a wrong amount of money, and yes, it is affecting the others, and it will become worse for the community. And next is, of course, the person who practice poor time management, it is not good for their health, which is both mental and physical, because when the person is facing this phase, they will have a spike of stress level due to pressure. Pressure can come from many sources, such as people, or the tasks are too much, so they think they can handle it, and it will lead to negative feedback mechanism by the hormone, and it cause our body to react to the stimuli, which is we can have loss of appetite, headache, and feeling agitated, or feeling angry all the time. And yes, with this attitude, we can have it can give negative aura to the workplace, or even the personal relationships, such as the family. You will get angry at your child, your husband, your wife, because of the pressure of your workplace. And if you are a boss, you will blame your workmate, so it will jeopardize your relationship with others, and later it will give you bad perception by other people. Okay, so that is all from me. I will pass the next presentation to my group mate. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Safwan bin Muhammad Safarina. My metric number is 1919203. Today, I and my friend Atikah will share some of the good solutions to manage our time accordingly. The first solution that can be used by the student, the worker, the boss, or anyone in this world is to expose themselves to the time management workshop. In this time the management workshop, the audience can learn about the skill to plan time during the normal and the crisis situations. In the crisis situation, such as in this pandemic COVID-19, these skills and knowledge is very important so that we can finish our responsibility, our task, and our assignment in the rush time that are being allocated. No wonder knowledge is among the important things which Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala directed Prophet Muhammad to pray that he will be granted more of knowledge. Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala say in the Quran and say, "My Lord, increase me, Prophet Muhammad, in knowledge." Secondly, you student, worker, and the boss can use the time application assistant. This application will notify user daily routine and weekly routine usage of their gadget. In some of the feedback of the user, they said that it helped the user to track trends, target weaknesses, and increase efficiency. time tracking application reveals how exactly you get distracted and what's slowing you down to help you address personal and operational inefficiencies. In hadith, Prophet Muhammad SAW said, there are two blessings which many people lose. They are health and free time for doing good in Sahih Bukhari. By using this time application assistant, it will avoid the user to waste their time surfing the internet and the social media too long.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Atikah binti Muhammad Ikhwan. My metric number is 1914536. So the other thing that we can do to have a good time management is get enough sleep. Why sleep is very important? It is important because when we sleep, it will empower our brain, it will boost our memories and ability to focus, and it will also restore the body's functions. So the recommended hours for sleep for an adult is 7 to 9 hours. And what will happen if we don't get enough sleep? So when we don't get enough sleep, it will reduce our ability to think creatively and also critically. Other than that, it will also affect our mood. It will make us become more stressful, and then when we are in a stress state, it will become hard for us to complete our tasks. That's why having an enough sleep is very important. We often think that cutting off sleep time, lots of work can be done, but actually it is wrong, because when we don't get enough sleep, it will lower our performance, the brain's performance, and also body's performance on the next day. Allah has mentioned in Surah An-Naml, verse 86, do they not see that we made the night that they may rest therein, and the day giving sight? Indeed, in that are signs for the people who believe. So it means that Allah has created day for people to work and also night for people to rest. Therefore, we must get enough sleep in order to have a good time management. So next is being organized can improve our time management. Our work will be more efficient and productive as well. For example, you put a file or papers in a place, so when you need that file or that paper, it will be easier for you to reach for it, and it also will prevent you from wasting your time searching for things. Other than that, keeping a nice and tidy workspace will affect our mood as well. For example, an unorganized workspace will make us more stressed and unproductive, as the mind could not give its full concentration on the work that we are working on. So the other ways that you can be organized is by breaking tasks into the small tasks. Through this way, you can prioritize the work that you need to do first, the important ones, and then you proceed to the less important ones. So being organized really gives a huge impact to our time management. If we fail to organize our life, we might fail to manage our time as well. Lastly, if you ever heard about the reward system, yes, you can do that also. So the reward system means giving any kind of reward to ourselves after we have successfully finished our work. As a human being, it is normal for us to feel demotivated and also exhausted. So this kind of reward system could increase our enthusiasm and be a motivator for us to finish our work. And then the reward system also is to appreciate the effort that we have put in order to completing the task. The reward can be anything like buying your favorite food or watching your favorite movies or series, and also you can shopping also. It must be something that you enjoy doing. So other than that, practicing the reward system also can increase our self-discipline and also honesty, because this reward system is only valid, is only effective if we are not cheating. So when we have a good self-discipline, we can also have a good time management as well. That's all from me. Thank you.